the companions came and they asked, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, allow us to serve them. Why are you performing this service? He said, no. Innahum kanu li ashabina mukrimin. When my people went to Habasha, their king Najashi himself served them. So I want to repay for that. I will serve with my own hands. These are my guests. This was the stance and position of the non-Muslims in the eyes of the Prophet of Islam. Then a delegate of 14 Christians came from Najran. Holy Prophet ﷺ allowed them again to stay in the mosque. This happened between the battle of Badr and battle of Uhud. Maybe in the second year of the Hijrah. 14 Christian delegate, consisting a delegate came. Holy Prophet allowed them to stay in mosque of Holy Prophet's mosque. And then the time of their worship arrived. They asked, can we worship according to our own religion? Holy Prophet ﷺ said, yes, you are allowed to worship according to your own religion in my mosque, Al-Masjidun Nabawi. And they performed their worship according to their religion, facing towards east, opposite side of Kaaba. And this was performed in Al-Masjidun Nabawi by the permission of Holy Prophet ﷺ. Such level of religious freedom was granted to non-Muslims in the days of Holy Prophet. I would like to take you to the day of conquest of Makkah. Come with me and see. Holy Prophet ﷺ, who was forced to immigrate to Medina, who was forced by the Meccans because of their violence, because of their cruelty, because of their tyranny, because of their bad behavior, because of their terrorism, because hundreds of swords they had encircled Holy Prophet with their swords. They wanted to kill him collectively. And under this event he was forced to leave his beloved city of birth. He left with a heavy heart, spent 10 years in Medina, and every year the Meccans used to attack on Medina. Those who say that Islam spreaded by sword, or those who say that Islam is in favor of war, they should concentrate on the history that all wars which took place during the 10 years of Medina, which were the places of the occurrence of wars. In battle of Badr, it was an attack of Meccans on Medina, which Holy Prophet defended 80 miles out of the city of Medina. The battle of Uhud was not fought on the borders of Mecca. It was fought on the borders of the city of Medina, attacked by the non-Muslims. And Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he fought just a war of defense. Where the war of trench, Ghazwatul Azab, where this war was fought, on the border of Medina, where Holy Prophet ordered the companions to make a trench. All these main wars occurred on the border of Medina, and Holy Prophet ﷺ spent his life just to defend the city of Medina. He was never an aggressive. He never allowed his community to be aggressive, to be violent, and to be tyrant. The eyes of the human history has never seen a person peaceful like Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the eyes of mankind has never seen a religion peaceful like the religion of Prophet Muhammad al-Islam. So in these conditions, when Holy Prophet enters in Makkah as a conqueror, in the conquest of Makkah, he was a conqueror today, and the Meccans had already surrendered in front of him. There were 10,000 military people with him, 10,000, and there was a complete surrender without any blood shed. Makkah was taken over, was captured. Now the Meccan non-Muslims, They were shivering, trembling, and they had a fear that every person of them would be killed, would be slaughtered, would be murdered as a revenge of that day when Prophet Muhammad was pushed out from the city of Makkah. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, let our lives be sacrificed on the personality of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Oh Ya Rasulullah. He stood in front of the gate of Kaaba and he delivered his lecture, and he asked, "Oh people of Makkah, what do you expect? What kind of behavior do you expect from me today?" Everybody was silent. They were feeling no courage to say a single word. And they were thinking. One of the companions stood up and he said, "Al-yawma yawm al-malhama." This day is the day of killing. We want to take revenge from each and every individual who had been committing violence of Prophet Muhammad and our families. Holy Prophet ﷺ became angry and he answered with loud voice. He said, "No, al-yawma yawmul marhama. This day is the day of mercy and forgiveness. This is the day of mercy and forgiveness. Look at the great character of Prophet Muhammad. Look at the great model of perfection given by the merciful behavior of Prophet Muhammad. Look at the peaceful behavior of Prophet Muhammad. Look at the peaceful message of Prophet Muhammad. Look at the loving message of Islam." He said, "This day is the day of mercy and forgiveness." Then he said, "La tasriba alaykum al-yawm izhabu fa antum tulaka." All of you, O Meccans, today there is no revenge on you. All of you are liberated. Go, you are free. You are free. At that time, the biggest enemy of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at that time was Abu Sufyan and his two sons. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam declared the house of the biggest enemy, Abu Sufyan and two sons, the house of Aman. He said, whosoever will enter his house, he will also get Aman and security. This was his generosity. This was his kindness. Then the sons of Abu Lahab, the greatest enemies of Holy Prophet, who had been torturing him throughout, torturing him, the whole family. His two sons, under the fear of being killed, they ran away, and they were hiding under the covering of Kaaba, under the curtains of Kaaba, covering of Kaaba, and they were fearing as if they would be killed. Holy Prophet ﷺ saw them. He went to them. He took the curtain up. He held both of them, brought them out, and he smiled and he said, "Today you have been forgiven. Go away. There is no revenge from any enemy." This was the conduct given by Holy Prophet ﷺ. In the same way, there are hundreds of ahadith reported by Sayyidina Ali. He said, "Iza qatala al-muslimu an-nasraniyya qutila bihi." If a Muslim kills a Christian, the Muslim will be killed in retaliation. The blood of both is equal. Imam Abu Hanifa, he says, "Diyatul Yahudi wal Nasrani wal Majusi mislu diyatil hurr al Muslim." It is reported by Imam Shaybani in Kitab al-Hujjah, Ibn Abi Shayba in Al-Musannaf. Imam Azam Abu Hanifa says that the diya, blood money of a Muslim and of a Jew and of a Christian and Majusi, all blood money of each and every person is equal. There is no difference between them. Hazrat Amr bin al-As, he was governor of Egypt. He gave an illegal punishment to a non-Muslim. Illegal punishment to a non-Muslim. The case was referred to the Khalifa.